Hello, welcome to another tutorial. Today we're creating a downloads organizer using Python. Of course, from this video on, I'm going to try and keep all of these, like download organizer using Python. So I'm going to try and keep what we're doing and like at the start. And then I'm going to tell you what packages we're using. And then I'm going to tell you what difficulty I would rate it, using medium hard. So I would honestly rate this easy. It's so simple. Um, but yeah, so in the future there will be more easy, medium, or hard tutorials, but for now we're just gonna stick to the easy ones. Alright, so we're gonna need two packages. They're both pre-installed, so you don't have to worry about any pip stuff. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna need 4 import statements though. So we're just gonna be using OS and then sh. What issue suggest refresh question mark? I don't know what that is, but it happens, so we're gonna live with it. So we're using OS and sh util. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna need to import a function called list_dir. I'm pretty sure that stands for list directory. If I'm wrong, tell me. Alright, now we're gonna need to import two functions from os.path. These are isFile and then join. Alright, now we also need to import the OS package, and then we need to import shutil. Okay, so I honestly prefer, and will do in all of my videos, I will figure out the run before I do anything else. So we just need to do the if __name __ equals _ main _ I can't say that, dude. That's so hard. But we're just gonna use that instead of like, it's always good to use that. I mean, you don't have to, but it's good, especially when you're working with like functions or something. All right. So what we need a path. This is the path of what we're sorting. So we're sorting downloads. In this case, you could sort any directory, but I would do downloads because this method of sorting is especially efficient for downloads, I think. Especially if you've like never sorted them, it takes like 3 seconds and then boom, everything's sorted. And then if you have like, as you download more and more stuff, it gets really easy. Now the way we're gonna be using we're gonna name them like the folders. We're gonna name them like zip_folder or txt_folder or mp4_folder. So we're gonna be using this because I think it's easier to remember the file extension, because like if you're like me, you'd like know the icon that corresponds to the file extension if you don't have file extensions turned on. So I think you'd know the general idea of what it is. So yeah. So let's just take the path. So we're gonna take like we're gonna take the default path for downloads. So that's just my account name. You don't need that. And then we need to do sort files in a folder. This is a very long thing. I don't know why I have that, but it's fine. So we're gonna call that function. We haven't defined it yet, so don't worry if it's red or variations of red depending on like what themes you have. Themes are beautiful. Everyone should use themes. I'm using like a GitHub theme, I think. I don't know. It's been way too long since I've checked. Anyway, let's do sort files in a folder. Now I need to take my path. So we're taking one argument, which is my path. And that instantly makes everything good, and we have no more problems. Yay! Except for the fact that this is it because blah blah blah. Don't think that. Okay, so we need to first get a list that's gonna contain all the files that need to be sorted. Okay, so we're gonna do f for f in list dir my path if is file join my path and then f. So if anything is difficult through the entire course of this video, it's this. This is probably some very, very confusing syntax. We're avoiding using multi-line conditionals and loops, and we're just writing it all in one index. This is a really powerful feature of Python for lists. It's great. So don't worry if you don't understand this. We're just getting files. So we're appending f in list in all the things in my path if it's a file. We don't want to sort folders into folders, if you know what I mean. That would just be bad, I guess. I don't know. Depends really on what you want. I don't think anyone would want that though. So now we need to store all the file types. So we're just gonna initialize that to an empty list. And we just need a dictionary that will map our file types to their folder, to the path of their folder. Alright, now here comes the fun part. We're going to write a for loop that will create the folders for us, and then next we'll write a for loop that will sort the folders for us. Alright, so let's do for file in files. And I'm just going to do create folders so everyone knows. And we're going to set the file type to file.split, not by file, period. And then we're going to take the -1th index. So the -1th index takes the last item in the list, and we'd want to not do this instead of taking the first index, because what if we have something like let's say vscode.txt. We do not want to take vscode because then we would get com, and then we get period. Well, no, we get com, and then we get vscode. And then we get txt. The 1th index would be VS Code. We don't want that. We want the -1th index, which is the last index. So we want the txt part, which is the actual file extension. So what we're going to do from there, we're going to check if file type is not in the file type variation list that we made. If it's not, then we want to do file type variation list.append, and we want to append file type, so we're just keeping y. I'm so inconsistent, it's hurting. Alright, now we need to create the new folder name, even though it's, we're going to call it new folder name, even though it's even though we're appending an entire path to that folder. So my path plus the slash to indicate directories. And then we're gonna add underscore folder so that if we get files, we get the showed in the beginning, txt underscore folder. Something like that is what we want. Alright, so now we need to take file type folder dictionary, I think. Yeah, file type folder dictionary, and then we need to take string file type. Okay, so we're taking key of the string of file types. So this file type, if it's .txt, then we're saying .txt, and then we're gonna map it to the path of our folder. Alright, then we need to do if os.path.is directory new folder name. So we're just checking if this is. Let's do this true here. I'm pretty sure it's not necessary, but we'll do it. So new folder name, we're just checking if the directory already exists. If it does, we're just gonna continue. If it doesn't, then we need to create the folder. Yeah. Okay. So now we need to sort the files. So sorting the files is honestly a lot simpler than creating the files. So I mean, if you wanna, so you could probably figure this out by yourself, but we're just gonna do it. If file in files, so this is sort files. So we need a source path. This is the current path of the object. So when we're actually moving it, the function needs the source path, and then it needs the file. So now we need to take the file type again, because remember, we can't just use it because scope exists. And then we need to check if file type is in the file type folder dictionary keys of that. We don't want the values. So we need to take destination path, and we need to set that to file type folder dict file type. And then we need to use util.move source path dest path. That's all, honestly. That's all the mandatory code to actually make this work. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna show you if you want to see the results of your Python script. I'm gonna show you how to check that now. So if you have like one item that's been moved, you'd want to use source path, and then you'd want to append some sort of arrow if you want, or you can just do that. So we're just showing the latest move file. If you only have one, this will be great instead of printing out an entire dictionary even if you don't need it. But like if you have multiple, then you're gonna want to instead do file type folder dict, which is going to print the entire dictionary. You could format this if you please. I'm just going to do this because I personally I can read dictionaries. Most of us can actually. So that's honestly your entire code. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next tutorial.